being a low round draft pick, Ocho, you're not going to get the plays that a high round draft pick is going to get.
No.
So don't go out there thinking that. But when it's your time, shine.
Yes. You got to.
When it's your time, shine.
Shedeur is not at this moment, but he will be better than Joe Flacco. He will be better than Pickett. He already is better than Dylan Gabriel. Heck, right now, what's left of Deshaun, he's better than Deshaun.
All right, so today we got Unc speaking on the debut of Shedeur Sanders. And of course, we got Skip Bayless too. Make sure y'all like the video so I can get me one of those watches like Shedeur, because all I got is arm fat right now. Let's get it.
We could pick two plays, Ocho. Well, damn, he missed the Sam Strong safety blitz where he had a guy ride over to the flat on 2nd and 18 and he skipped the ball to him. But you saw that over route that Brock Purdy throws so well in the San Francisco offense. You see him fit the ball into those small windows. Yeah. Did you see him on the move throw that touch pass? Now, the receiver made a great one-handed catch. Him on the move throw that touch pass. Now, the receiver made a great one-handed catch. But did you see the touch?
Yes.
I wanted to see exactly what you wanted to see. I wanted to see, could he play with poise? Could he throw the ball with conviction? Could he be decisive? Could he go through his progressions? The pocket collapses. Could he take off? He showed me some of everything. The over route, threw it on timing. Guy in his face, led him, boom, dropped it right in the bucket. He fit those balls. Pressure in his face, the second touchdown. Pressure in his face, the first touchdown. The corner slumps off, the flat. The safety is hugging him. He fits it in. Gets it in. Boom. On the move, the touch pass over the top. As I mentioned at the top, the receiver did make a great play, but Shedeur had a nice loft. That's not an easy throw to make. He was impressive tonight.
Very.
And a lot of people, they were in the chat last night. Let's see what Shedeur does. Let's see what Shedeur does. Well,
hold on. You know what they're gonna say now? Oh, it's the preseason. Oh, he's not playing against their starters. Oh, he's playing against the.
Hell, he didn't have the starters either.
Well, hello.
I didn't see Jerry Jeudy. I didn't see Njoku. I didn't see the starting offensive line.
No Cedric Tillman. So this is what I have to say to those who are going to have another excuse. They're going to move the goalposts, right? They're going to move the goalposts and say, well, he wasn't going against the Panther starters. Well, obviously, if he's not going against the Panther starters, or if he doesn't have his starters as well, and what he has at his disposal and look that good with the 2s and 3s and maybe the 4s that are trying to make the team, what do you think is going to happen when he has the main characters in there around him?
Right.
That makes your job a little bit easier. That are a little bit better at their position than those that he's playing with tonight. What you think gonna happen?
Well, they can try to move the goalpost, but I ain't trying to kick a field goal or a PAT, so I'm gonna score anyway. And Shedeur Sanders scored tonight. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. 14-23, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. He got 2 sacks. Like I said, we can nitpick a couple of things. It's a strong safety, the Sam Strong safety blitz. Probably like, you know what? But it looked like he was telling the guy, bro, I need you to hook up on that. You probably not gonna be able to outrun the safety. Lamar Jackson, hold on to the ball a little longer because he can outrun the safety. Josh Allen, same thing. That's not Shedeur. Shedeur is not a mobile quarterback. He's going to do the majority of his damage is going to be in the pocket, Ocho. He's Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but he has the athleticism. That's not what he's known for. You know what I like the most? He saw the stunt and took off immediately.
Yes.
That's what I like, Ocho. That's what I like. I don't know who's supposed to go first and who's supposed to. I don't know who's supposed to E or who's supposed to T, and I don't know who's supposed to T and who's supposed to E. But I tell you what, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Yeah.
Y'all. I tell you what, y'all figure it out in film study tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm about to pick up I'm about to pick up the first down. He's played himself. He might have started after 4, but after this performance, he can't be number 4. Because here's the thing, Ocho.
How? It's
Mike
impossible.
Shanahan told us something very, very interesting. He says you can lose your job because of injury. Because let me tell you what's going to happen. If you get injured and you're out, and a guy comes in and he's playing better than you before you got injured, it's his job now. Ask yourself, was Dylan Gabriel before he got hurt, was he playing better than what you saw Shedeur Sanders do tonight? Kenny Pickett, ask yourself this question. Was he playing better than what Shedeur was, than what Shedeur played tonight? So if you're gonna honestly answer those questions, okay,
Man.
don't count the plays, Ocho. Make the plays count.
Yeah. Oh, and listen, he made him count tonight, huh?
That's what you have to do when you're a low round draft pick, Ocho. Me being being a low round draft pick, Ocho, you're not gonna get the plays that a high round draft pick's gonna get.
No.
So don't go out there thinking that. But when it's your time, shine.
Yes. You got to.
When it's your time, shine. And that, hey, you say I don't count time, I make time count. Well, I didn't count plays. As my brother used to say, hey, I know you ain't get that many reps, keep your head up. Because one day John Elway gonna call for you. He gonna look for you. You need to make sure you're ready. You need to make sure you're where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Shedeur didn't get a whole lot of reps. But when opportunity presents itself, that's what luck is. It's when preparation meets opportunity. Amundsen said some call it luck.
I'm glad you just said what you just said. You just said Shedeur didn't get as many reps as he should have in practice. But he got into a game, and what did he do, huh?
Right. But the reps that he did get in practice, he made those count. Because a lot of times, I've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Ocho. I've seen guys, man, I ain't getting no burn, man. I can't. Right. And then when you get out there, you effing up.
You fucking up. Yeah. My bad.
Shedeur says, hey, these 1 or 2 reps I might get with the threes and fours.
Right.
I got to make these counts. This has got to be my best work of the day.
Yeah.
Because you know why, Ocho? It might be my only work of the day.
Yeah.
So if it's my only, it's got to be my best. Because this is the only time they're going to see me on tape. They see me standing behind and, hey, I'm being positive. A good throw, a good catch, good run, good job offensive line, good play call, coach. But at the end of the day, I need to get an opportunity to show you what I can do. And when the opportunity presents itself, that's what luck is. Preparation meeting opportunity. Amundsen said some call it luck.
All right, let's see what your boy Skip Bayless had to say about Shedeur's debut. You know this is Skip's boy. Skip might be damn near a bigger fan of Shedeur than Dion.
Tonight, Shedeur Sanders made the entire National Football League look like a whole bunch of petty fools. In some cases, racist fools. In many cases, Dion despising fools. Tonight at Carolina, Shedeur Sanders made all those teams that had 143 chances to draft him before he went 144th. He shamed all of them, including the Cleveland Browns, who finally took him in the 5th round. I'm convinced only because the owner, the publicity-starved owner, just wanted some more shock value publicity. Oh, we took him because he knew what would happen, that the national media would descend on Browns camp, make it a story that might distract the rest of the world from the mess that Jimmy Haslam has made of the Cleveland Browns, especially after he gave $230 million to Deshaun Watson. Good Lord, have mercy. I said before last college season started that Shedeur Sanders should go number 1 overall. It was either he or Travis, 1, 2, 2, 1, and I would go every time with the quarterback because he is the quarterback. He is him. He is the son of the greatest cornerback and, to me, the greatest athlete ever. Greatness flows through his veins, and I said it all year long. He should go 1 in the draft ahead of Cam Ward. Tom Brady's Raiders could have drafted him. You can't tell me that Tom Brady didn't say no to Shedeur. They didn't like his attitude. They didn't like his interviews. And I kept saying, watch the freaking tape. You could just watch it on TV. As you saw again tonight, I was not at all surprised by tonight at Carolina. Shedeur can flat out play the hardest position in sports to play. He can flat out play quarterback with poise and command and touch and accuracy and toughness and clutch toughness. There was no tougher quarterback in America the last 2 years. as he played for Colorado with little to no protection the first year and only below average protection last year. Shedeur took a beating and just kept jumping up and making another completion. He led the nation in percentage of completions. He led the nation. And I kept saying, what is not to love about Shedeur? Arm strength? Are you kidding? Did you watch him at Colorado? He has effortless arm strength. He doesn't have like a Josh Allen cannon, but who does? Did Tom Brady? Heck no. Shedeur, sometimes mentored by Tom Brady. I think that was all for show on Brady's part, but sometimes mentored by Brady, actually reminds me of Brady in his feel for playing the position. Tonight didn't surprise me at all because Shedeur Sanders, thrown into the fire for the Cleveland Browns, who now have 6 quarterbacks in camp, but only 2 healthy. Did you see how the team responded to him tonight? He left after 3 quarters and 45-ish snaps, I think it was. It's a lot of snaps for a preseason game, but did you see how the team responded? He looked so comfortable. He made them comfortable. He has such great body language because his father is Deion Sanders, Neon Deion, Coach Prime is his father, his teacher, his coach from 5 years old up was Deion Sanders until now. That was the first game he's ever played without his father coaching him. And he looked effortlessly comfortable. He showed you the whole repertoire. He's got a deep bag. He can make all the throws. Threw 2 touchdown passes in the first half to Caden Davis. Remember, Shedeur got thrown into a fire with very few training camp reps. Certainly he got, I think, no first-team reps. So he starts the game with second and third teamers, and the first 2 series were against Carolina's starting defense. And Shedeur winds up throwing a touchdown pass to Caden Davis, who's bounced around the league as a former undrafted free agent. He can run a little bit, but he throws a touchdown pass. Dropped a dime between 3 defenders to Caden Davis for the first touchdown, and then he goes back later to Caden Davis on a blitz pickup by his back where Shedeur has to slide right, plant, throw, low, laser. Doesn't have an arm. Did you see the low laser? Did you see the mustard on it? Did you see the velocity? Hitting Caden Davis right there, just above the turf. Touchdown number 2. Led him on another long drive in the third quarter for touchdown number 3. 21-7 it was when he left. He can win a lot of football games. He looked to me a lot like a number 1 overall pick tonight because that's what he should have been. It was the biggest disgrace in the history of the National Football League that somehow the sheep-think NFL wanted to teach Shedeur and in turn Deion a lesson for how he interviewed. I don't know, how he handled it, how he carried himself, that he was the highest paid NIL college player ever. He had a couple of luxury cars. He had the Rolls and whatever else he had. He had a Tesla, had the Tesla Cybertruck. Yeah, he earned it. Did you see the stands in Boulder every time he took the field? There was a lot of Deion, but it was a lot of Shedeur. He showed you against high-level competition, Big 12 competition, again and again and again without protection. He can throw it as sweetly as you want to throw it, any way you want to throw it. And he could, I kept saying last year, he can move. There's no statue in pocket. Did you see the first scramble for 10 yards tonight when he escaped and hit the Jets? He's not Deion, obviously, but he can move. He can run. Did you see the scramble, the elusivity of he escaped and escaped and escaped, and he went backwards, and he does too much of the go backwards, but he kept escaping. They couldn't get him on the ground. He plays strong in the pocket. He's not the biggest kid at 6'2"-ish. What is he, maybe 205? not the biggest kid. He just plays strong in the pocket. Trust me, plays Roethlisberger strong in the pocket. It's hard to get him on the ground. He escaped, and then he should have thrown it away. But remember, he runs out of bounds because he's trying to make a play, because he's going to have a hard time making the team in Cleveland. In Cleveland, they well could be the worst team in the league. Flacco and Kenny Pickett and Deshaun's still there. Shedeur's going to be a really good pro quarterback if somebody has the guts to give him the shot. If somebody has the guts to go against the now conventional wisdom in the NFL that no, not Deion, not Shedeur, you can't. Deion's going to be involved. And then all the coaches were scared to death. If you draft Shedeur, Deion's going to be the stage father, and the next thing you know, your owner's going to want to hire Deion to be the head coach, to coach Shedeur. That's why they all fought against him. No, there's no doubt Stefanski fought against him. He didn't want Shedeur. Stop it. No way. Shedeur is not at this moment, but he will be better than Joe Flacco. He will be better than Pickett. He already is better than Dylan Gabriel. Heck, right now, what's left of Deshaun, he's better than Deshaun. I used to love Deshaun in Houston for a while until he had his off-field issues that just wrecked him psychologically, wrecked his confidence, wrecked his psyche. Shedeur, never been in trouble for anything. There's no issue there. He's full of himself. I got it. And some of his, I heard all the stories, some of the things that he said to some of the teams about how great he's going to be. He just believes it. He grew up that way. Look who his father was. You want to talk about confidence? There's never been a more confident athlete in the history of the world than his father. And his father taught him to be you and be me. Be who I am. Be who we are. You're a Sanders. You came from me.
All right, so y'all know I'm not the biggest football fan, but I did notice a few things tonight. Number one, I'm rooting for this kid, and it was a lot of people paying attention to a Cleveland Browns preseason game. Now, one thing I want to point out is his post-game interview, where I was thinking to myself, did Shedeur come off as humbled? Like, had he been humbled after being drafted that late? But I think now, when he's in front of the cameras, he's learned to play the game. Because, see, on the field, that's the Shedeur we know, throwing up the watch and all that other stuff, a little bit of showboating. But I love the fact that when the camera is on him, he's being humble. Hey, Dad, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I'm sorry I didn't get him. Even though he knows the whole world is like, that boy went in there, threw 2 touchdowns. I'm getting texts. They saying the boy balling out. But he knows now, hey, let me play the role that the NFL wants me to play. And it's like that thing that they say, you got to wait until you get into the door and then show out. And I think that's what he's learning now. Was it fair that he was drafted that late? No. But at the end of the day, I think this adds story and character to his career and his personality. And like I said, I'm rooting for him. I was really focused in on the interview, and a lot of people out here praising him. LeBron James praising him, DaBaby. I saw Jamie Foxx going wild. And I still want to know what y'all think about this photo of Deshaun Watson, okay? Do you think Deshaun was a little upset? You think Deshaun know it's over? Let me know what y'all thought about the commentary from Onk. What y'all thought about the commentary from Skip. I know I let him talk for a little while, but y'all see what I'm saying. Like, Skip is in love with Shedeur, okay? He might have a Shedeur poster over his bed or a Shedeur statue or something like that. Who knows? And also, do y'all think Shedeur Sanders is Tom Brady-esque? I want to know that too in the comments, man. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.